There are currently two third-year players in the NBA under the age of 25 that have taken a massive leap already from their prior season. Both players have aided in their team's evolution and are leading their teams to dominant victories. One player is averaging 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists per game on 48% shooting from the field, while leading his team to the second best record in their conference. The other player is averaging 25 points, 4 rebounds, and 13 assists per game on 53% shooting from the field, while leading his team to the fourth best record in their conference. Tyrese Haliburton and Tyrese Maxey have been two of the NBA's best young guards so far this season and are already making their case for most improved player honors. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into his role about as flawlessly as you could have imagined and has put faith back into Philly fans to continue trusting the process. Tyrese Haliburton has helped put the Pacers back on everyone's radar and has made the game look so easy, not only for himself, but for his teammates as well. Both players did have a chance to be on another team either before or after the draft, and I am pretty sure the teams that had a chance to have either of these guards are regretting their decision to pass up on them and wondering what could have been. Let's take a look at how these two guards are making a name for themselves, and as always, don't forget to subscribe for more detailed, in-depth analyses. Tyrese Haliburton was drafted by the Sacramento Kings in 2020 to team up with dynamic point guard De'Aaron Fox on a Kings team that was desperate to make the playoffs. He was the 12th pick and was highly praised for his playmaking ability and his efficient shooting. Scouts were concerned about his slight body frame though, and his interesting push shot release type that was lacking much elevation. Despite playing a significant amount of minutes and contributing very well for a team that was struggling, the duo of Fox and Haliburton were not producing results the team was ultimately looking for. A year later in 2021, the Sacramento Kings decided to move on with the guard in a trade with the Indiana Pacers that people say was one of the best win-win trade scenarios ever in NBA history. The Kings will receive forwards Domantas Sabonis, a dominant interior threat and tenacious rebounder to pair with their developing superstar guard De'Aaron Fox. The Pacers received their future superstar point guard in Tyrese Haliburton, along with sharpshooter Buddy Hield. Both players will go on to make an immediate impact for both of their teams as Sabonis became an enforcer on the floor and went on to average a double-double in points and rebounds while being a key addition to Fox's development into a star. Haliburton continued to get better each season and would go on to average a double-double with points and assists while evolving the Pacers' offense into a dominant force. Fast forward to this season, so far the Pacers have scored over 120 points in more than half of the games they played already. The Pacers ironically play with such a quick pace that on multiple possessions per game, they're seen scoring the ball before the shot clock is even below 20 seconds. With Haliburton at the head of the Pacers offense and his ability to set up his teammates and create his own shot with ease, it's no surprise that they're reaching scores of 120 plus. The Pacers are averaging 127 points per game as a team right now, which is the most ever in NBA history. Early into this season already, the Pacers have been battle-tested, playing against the top team in the NBA, the Philadelphia 76ers. They lost the first matchup due to an incredible 50-point performance from another Tyrese and Tyrese Maxey, despite Haliburton's 25-point, 17-assist double-double. 2 days later, the Pacers were able to learn from their loss and bounce back to beat the 76ers 132-126 to even up the season series at 1 apiece. Haliburton put on another offensive masterclass as he recorded another double-double with 33 points and 15 assists and led his team to a 2-0 record in the in-season tournament. If Haliburton continues to play at this level while also consistently evolving his game, there's no doubt he will be a future MVP and top 5 point guard in the NBA. If Miles Turner can become a consistent two-way star to help Haliburton out, along with the Pacers adding more key pieces to their roster through trades in the draft, I can see this team being a serious title contender. Let us know in the comments below how many wins this Pacers team will get this season. Tyrese Maxey was drafted in 2020 as well and was picked by the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey slid to the 21st pick primarily because scouts weren't sure if he could play at a consistent level and if he could keep up with the pace of the NBA. With mediocre stats and a shortened college season due to the pandemic, Maxey didn't prove to any teams that he deserved to be a top 15 pick. He ended up on the 76ers in a very unusual way, as it took for another team to win in the playoffs for the 76ers to be able to have him a part of the team. The 76ers were able to get their future superstar guard thanks to a pick swapped around from OKC to Philly to Orlando and then back to Philly. Thanks to OKC forward at the time, Mike Muscala, who hit the game winner versus the Miami Heat in the 2020 NBA bubble, the 76ers were granted the rights to Maxey due to OKC's victory. Maxey even went the extra mile and personally thanked Muscala on X, saying, "Shout out to Mike Muscala, I like being here." The thoughts of the two Kentucky Wildcats, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Tyrese Maxey in the same backcourt would be scary for the rest of the league. But honestly, I think he's a better addition to the 76ers and Joel Embiid's dominant skill set. Maxey has shown consistent improvement each year, with his biggest leap happening in his second season, where his minutes not only doubled, but his points did as well. He went from averaging 8 points per game while playing only 15 minutes to averaging 18 points while playing over 35 minutes per game. Maxey's quickness, along with his ability to finish at the rim at a high efficiency, definitely show shades of Russell Westbrook. With the departure of veteran guard James Harden, Maxey has really stepped up and stepped into his role as a starting guard for the 76ers. With him and Joel Embiid at the head of this team, they have already started the season with a record above 700 and are currently sitting second in the Eastern Conference. Maxey has already shown glimpses of what you can expect in the future after dropping a 50-point showcase against the Indiana Pacers and fellow up-and-coming star Tyrese Haliburton. If Maxey can continue this level of play while also progressing in other areas, Philly fans will be rewarded with the championship and won't have to wonder if trusting the process was the right idea or not. Let us know in the comments below if you think the 76ers will finish in the top 3 in the East again or not. Imagine for a second that you're working in the front office for an NBA team. With the draft coming up, you all know that the team needs a starting point guard. You have the #1 pick this year, and the top 2 prospects in the draft both happen to be point guards. You could take Kentucky guard Tyrese Maxey, a speedy guard that can shoot lights out and has the ability to finish around the rim with the best of the best, or you could take Iowa State guard Tyrese Haliburton, a facilitating floor general that can also create his own shot if the opportunity is there. Do you need more of a playmaking, pass-first type guard, or a point guard that can score at will and take over the offense if need be? Let us know who you would want to lead your franchise down below in the comments. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited to see these two continue to grow and evolve. For them both to be only 23 years old and already becoming such essential pieces to their franchises is mind-blowing. The future is bright in the NBA, and with players like Haliburton and Maxey, it assures you that the NBA will be in good hands after stars like Stephen Curry, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant retire. If you enjoyed this video, I guarantee you'll want to watch these two as well.